He may need two. It's going to be a long press conference, guys. 2 bottles of water. Wow. Holy cow. Yes, ma'am.
Because of the field rush, I wasn't able to get my marketing headset to you all on the field, so I put it in your stadium cage on something. Is that okay, or where would you prefer it?
The cage, when you mean the stadium cage, you went downstairs,
Your cage.
down there, and you went inside.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, it was unlocked.
Yeah, so yeah, the
Yeah,
one
where
fake
the
thing.
football helmets are. Yeah,
Where the where?
where those football helmets are and stuff, like right next to that.
Right next to us. So you put it inside
Yes.
in a visible place.
Yeah, it's literally on top. You can't miss it.
Okay, perfect. Should be
Is that
fine.
okay?
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah,
Awesome.
we
Thank
should be
you
able to
so
find
much.
it. Don't thank you. So good. Yeah. You close the gate, right? You close the gate back.
Yes.
Thank you. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you. You okay there? Yes, sir.
Master down like we did last time.
Right now, the whole thing down? Okay, let me know when. So,
We'll bring it down until he comes in.
okay, perfect. Okay, very well. You bet, absolutely.
say about this team to rise to the game once again in a moment like this?
Yeah, man, we just got a team full of dogs, man. Just guys that's gonna compete all the way to the end, and that's what it was all about. The whole time on the sideline, once we didn't get that fourth down there, we already knew we was talking to ourselves like, hey, we're gonna get the ball back. We just gotta go down there and execute at a high level, and we're gonna come out with the win, and that's what we was able to do.
Michael, you were in the injury tent there for quite a while for a guy like you. Can you tell us what was going on there?
Oh, nothing major. It's just a little cramp, but I'm good. Nothing bad. I'm pushed through anything. And nothing was gonna take me out of that game. So, I was ready to play.
Let's go. I haven't even seen this guy yet.
What's up, Coach?
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. I ain't seen you. I seen everybody else.
That last touchdown was a check. What'd you see there to just want to put it up for him, give him a chance?
Yeah, just man on man, and my guy versus their guy. I'm going to take my guy every time, and Rome shows each and every day, why he's top receiver in the nation. And, he knew that I was going to trust him, and, I gave him that fade route, and we made it happen. That stuff we do all the time in practice. Every game, y'all see it. So, I trusted it, and I just made the play, and he made the play, really.
Cornerbacks on the same play. You were well aware that Oregon lost their starting cornerbacks, both of them on the same play to injuries.
Yeah, I did see that. I did.
Probably looking to pick on the other guys a little bit too.
Oh, no, we came into the game ready to attack anybody. It didn't matter who was in there. It don't matter if it was – I ain't going to say what I told Coach on the mic, but, it don't matter who was out there. I trust my guys, and, I believe in them, and they believe in me. So it don't matter who's over there on the other side. We're going to make it happen.
Mike, did Oregon do anything that was surprising to you?
Surprising?
Signs showing you any alignments?
No, it was nothing that was surprising. They're a tough team. They're a tough defense, and, we just had to execute at the end of the day, and that's what we was able to do to come out with the win.
Mike, when you guys got stopped at the goal line, you came off looking pretty heated. To get that last chance, how pumped were you to have a chance to go down there with still an opportunity to win the game?
Yeah, I was always confident. I come into the game confident. I never lose that confidence. And that's something that we got throughout the team, and that's something that the coaches instilled in us as well. Just our preparation, we prepare at a high level, and it allows us to go out there on game day and execute at a high level. So, I knew once we got the ball back, I knew that we would get the ball back, and once we did, I knew we was going to go down there and make a play, and that's what we did.
You lost J-Mac early. Giles Jackson comes in, hadn't played all year. Just what have you seen from him to know that he's going to step in and do that same kind of thing?
Yeah, man. Like I always say, I got the best receiving core in the country. Number one. If anybody else saying anything different, they got to turn on the tape, because those guys they show it each and every day, and you guys probably don't see it all the time, but in practice, Giles makes those plays all the time, and he's a guy that I trust and can rely on in any situation as well. And we had all our trust in Giles. We knew that. Once J-Mac was out, we knew that Giles would be able to step in and, continue to have that, execution and go out there and make the plays, and made the first touchdown of the game and started the game off right. So it's good.
Jalen, Paul, can you kind of go over that a little bit, that last one in the fourth quarter, great catch by Jalen?
The last one? Yeah, man, you see it every week. Man, JP make those plays every week. He make them every day in practice as well. A couple days of practice, he had like 2 one-hand catches this week. He's a guy that's going to catch everything that, I put in his vicinity. So he just allowed me to be able to go out there and just, I wouldn't say just throw the ball up, but just put it in their area. And I know that one of my guys is going to come up and get it.
The team together right in between the third and fourth quarters. We're talking. What was your message there?
Man, we just had to keep fighting. We felt like, at times, we were beating ourselves. We allowed the game to be closer than what we wanted it to. But, at the end of the day, like I said, they're a good team, and we're a good team. And we know that rivalry games, it comes down to the wire most of the time. So we were just prepared to go out there and attack each and every play. And that was my message, just not stopping and continue to keep our foot on the pedal and, go out there and get the win today. And that's what we was able to do.
You've had a lot of clutch drives in your time here. This one might have been number one at the end. What's your headspace like in those situations where?
I say I'm cool, calm, and collect. You know, I'm a guy that I don't really get too high or too low in any pressure moments. I love it. You know, I love being in those. I'm not gonna say I love being in those situations. If I couldn't, if I didn't have to, and we was just blowing teams out all the time, you know, that would be great as well. But when those situations do come, you know, I understand that I'm mentally prepared and you know always ready for those moments, and my team as well. You know, and my boy Rome back there, you know, he gonna make the play. So. Hey, hey, man, Rome gonna make the play. So I just got to get those boys the ball, and that's what I try to do each and every day.
The way that you stadiums in the Pac-10, I mean the Big Ten and the Pac-12 now, can you compare the atmosphere to what you've seen in the past?
Oh, it is number one. You know, Husky Stadium, you know, it's greatest setting in college football, and, you know, the fans are amazing. You know, they come out to support each and every weekend. Man, today was electric. I'm not going to lie. It was very fun to be out there and, you know, to see them all on the field after the game. You know, after that big-time win, it was a blessing, and, you know, I'm just super excited.
The way that you finished this game, persevered, kept answering, did this game feel pretty similar to last year's Oregon game, just in the way that kind of played out?
Yeah, in a way, you know, but like I said, you know, it comes down to the wire in those big time games. You know, you got two good teams battling, and you know that's what it takes. You know, it takes guts. And you know, I remember after not making a fourth down, I was talking to Dylan Morris, you know, and I was like, dang, it's just like last year. You know, after I threw the pick, you know, for the go ahead score, you know, we had to come back and score again. I was like, we in the same situation we was in last year. You know, we just got to go out there. Once we get the ball, we're going to make the play, and we're going to go out there and win the game, and that's what we were able to do. So it was good.
Mike, after the game, you had the ESPN interview on the field, and then you had a cut across the field. Can you take us through that madness?
Yeah, whoever the security guard was, man, he did amazing. You know, sorry for some of the people that got shoved out of the way, but you know, it was just a blessing. You know, I was just excited, and you know, as much as I did want to celebrate with the fans, you know, like you said, it was very hectic out there, but you know, in a good way. You know, in a good way, and you know, I'm just super blessed to be in the position I'm in today, and you know, I'm just gonna continue to keep my head down and keep going. You know, this is not the end.
How good does it feel to beat a team that's ranked 8th in the nation after maybe you guys didn't have the kind of big-time wins that you wanted on your resume?
Man, it just feels good to come out and win each and every week. You know, just continue to have that 1-0 mindset. You know, our motto is us versus us. You know, and you know it's a lot of things that's going to be said outside. You know, people might not believe in us. You know, at times, but for us, we just got to focus on what's inside our building and just go out there and execute at a high level. And we understand, and we know the talent that we have and the people we have in our locker room, and we have what it takes to beat anybody. So, you know, that's the mindset we come out with each and every week.
Do you think the Big Ten appreciates what's coming in some of these Pac-12 schools?
I'll say, yeah, they appreciate it. But at the same time, they better be ready.
All right, man, what a game. First of all, just, you know, tip of the cap to Oregon. They got a great football team. That was an amazing football game. If there's one that I've been a part of that was bigger or better, I can't think of it right now. But, you know, this moment right now is something that's really special for our program. Just, you know, I think it embodies everything that we've done over the last year and a half, 2 years. And, you know, just we keep saying it. If it's close, we're going to find a way to win. You know, we're built for this, and we're made for this. We've been through some things, and we learn from them. We take the lessons that we've learned and apply them, and you can see it. And these guys care so much. And, man, there's nothing more special as a football coach than, you know, to see these guys just enjoying that moment, you know, that we just had out there. And they're going to remember this forever. You know, these games are huge. They will. These are the ones they're going to talk about, you know, reunions and whatever happens the rest of the season. You know, that will add to it. But they're going to be talking about, you know, the 2022 game, the 2023 game. Question about, did it feel like last year? It felt exactly like last year. I was thinking the exact same thing on the field. And I guess that's one of the things that actually kept me feeling like keep fighting, because those are the experiences we've been through together. And I know how these guys are going to respond, and they do. And our coach, same thing. And it just trickles down each and every day. And in the big moments like you saw today, our guys just kept fighting.
Maybe even aside from the game itself, just how different did the stadium feel today? From game day early this morning to the crowd and everything.
Yeah, today was amazing. I mean, it was, this is what I remember feeling this when I coached here in 2017 on the other end. I remember feeling like this is a special place. This is different, and it was on another level. Continue to do it for 4 quarters. I mean, that takes a lot of energy, not just from us, but from the fans. And man, Husky Nation showed out starting this morning at 6 a.m. and even actually before that. So what a day for our program. Can't say enough about our fans, and we appreciate everything they gave to us today to help us get over the hump and get a dub.
Do you know what happened with J-Mac?
Yeah, he got just tweaked. I mean, a little bit of what he had before, So I don't know the severity of it, but it's kind of fallen in line with what he had before. So, yep.
Those 3 fourth-down stops, just how crucial was that for the result of the game? The 3 fourth-down stops, yeah. 0-3 on 4th down seem to be the difference in the game.
Yeah, I think the defense gets sick of me letting the offense go for it on 4th down, in the spring ball scrimmages and the fall scrimmages. But here we are. You get in those moments and you keep playing and you understand, okay, 3rd down, this is in 4-down zone. And we know with Oregon and how aggressive they just are all the time, that could be the case and will be the case. And so these guys just playing through those series and knowing like, okay, it isn't just, one more stop we got to get on 3rd down. We got to get another one. And end of the half, the last drive that allowed our offense to be back on the football field, just grinding and gutting it out and learning from the things that we saw before and what the tendencies might be for play calling and things like that, just always working together. And maybe you didn't get the stop the one time on a 2nd or 3rd down, but here we are in that big moment, and we're learning, taking in all the information and getting the stop.
Kalen, you lose J-Mac, like I said, but then Giles comes in first game of the year and just plays that part. What can you say about him coming back and playing the role that he played?
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. And I think there was a couple times just as a receiving core, because we had different bodies going in and out. You saw us have to maybe burn a timeout or two today. Just different personnel groupings. What happens is as you go through the season, guys just getting a flow of who's in on this group and where they line up. And so we got to clean that up a little bit. But just as far as Giles and the things he did out there, I mean, it was huge. It played a big role, especially early in the game. And his energy and just, the guys, he's just such a team player. And our guys love him. And, man, it's really special to see him come back and have the day he had today for sure.
When did he get cleared? Right at the start of the bye week?
He was practicing about 3 weeks ago, but a little tentative and just very careful. And so, yeah, the last 2 weeks during the bye week, he was pretty much full go.
Decision to go for it on 4th and to have Tybo get his first carry of the game in that moment. What went into that decision?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things, right? I mean, you can only just look at 4th down, but just the rotation of guys and different things that we do with the concepts and, who we feel is best for that situation. And we think Tybo can do some things on a play like we drew up. Yeah, you can sit and be critical, and I get it. We need to punch that in, one way or another. And so, we've really developed a lot of faith in Tybo. And, there's just some things too with Dylan. He was in there quite a few series or quite a few plays in a row there, and fresh body play call concept. We thought it was a good call to put Tybo in there.
Quarterback seems to keep outdoing himself in these clutch situations. When you're on the sideline, just watching him step up when you guys need it most, what's going through your head?
Michael? Yeah, I mean, what you guys saw was just, the production, just half of it. I mean, the guy's cramping up. Cramping, the entire 4th quarter and even before that probably. And, you probably could see it. He's just hunched over, just trying to get a snap. And even some of the play calls might have even been affected as far as the tempo and rhythm, just to let him catch his wind. This is Michael. He's just been through it for so many years. And there's no way you're pulling him off the field in that moment. He's, out there in the 4th quarter, and we circle around him. And, you know, it's a lot of energy to get out there and just really let it all out and talk to the whole team. And, you know, who's in the middle? It's Michael, you know. And so the production, the talent, all that, I mean, that's one thing. But, you know, the heart that he's got and the guts he's got and, the willingness to just grind through it, grit. I mean, there's not enough words to describe, you know, how I feel about him. And, you know, I think our whole team would echo that for sure.
Take maybe some extra effort for Rome to be able to play today, coming off the injury at Arizona.
Yeah, Rome was pretty good all week for sure. You know, I mean, last week we were tentative; it was bye week and stuff. So, but Rome, you know, just careful last week, the week before, but this week he was good to go. So.
You guys hadn't really been able to push the ball downfield in the second half until that last throw to Jalen that got you guys down by the 20. What allowed that play to happen, and how much did that change everything when you can get a big shot play right there?
Yeah, it's one of our base plays that we, you know, early install in fall camp, and it comes out of different looks and window dressing, but we know that concept well, and you know, the guys that run it have run it a million times, and so a lot of confidence in it, and you know, JP's just coming up big right now, you know, big catches after big catches, and with J Mac out, and you know, he and Rome, you know, Giles stepped up, but I mean, JP, you know, just doing his thing, and gave us a lot of life, you know, and Michael threw it in there where he could catch it on the run, and you know, JP's you know, got a lot of heart, just like all the other guys I'm explaining, and you know, glad he kind of got us jump started and got the rhythm back for us.
Rome said that Michael checked the route on the touchdown pass at the end. I'm wondering, like, how often they do that, and like what kind of conversations you've had with those guys about. Like,
yeah, more than most people recognize. You know, he's got free reign to do that in a lot of different looks. It's not just a backside individual route where you're one-on-one. It's other things too. You know, it's subtle things that he and the receivers are just so good with. You know, and you know, that happens a lot. You know, where he has the ability to do it and then does it.
Once the field goal missed, what was your experience like from the sideline to finally making your way back up?
I figured the clock had hit 0, but I double checked, and then I figured we're gonna have a problem if it doesn't. But man, I just, you know, it happened so fast the last couple minutes, you know, because there was no timeouts on our end. They had one, you know, and so the last couple minutes really went faster than what you're used to in those last minute drives and games. And so I mean, I think a lot of it is just, you know, you want to be around team. You got to do some of the other the things, you know, media, whatever, on the field. But I'm just trying to find the players because, you know, seeing them celebrate, this is what coaching's all about. Is you know, trying to have an environment where, you know, they can have these type of opportunities and experiences and moments. It's just super special. So. You know, I'm probably a little more excited than most times, you know, just because it's such a big game, just how it happened, and just, you know, express to the guys how proud I am. We had a lot of fun in the locker room, that's for sure.
The productivity and the efficiency offensively for you, how much do you think it impacts the other coaches' decisions?
Yeah, I think it does overall against a lot of teams. We saw that against Arizona, you know, but I also think that a lot of those coaches that we've faced, including today, they're aggressive by nature. You know, we would expect that whether it was against us or not. I think, you know, there's a lot of things with college football that you know, you get in certain situations where you do that. But there's no doubt. I mean, our defense has to defend probably a more aggressive style offenses because, you know, the other team knows that we're going to put some points on the board.
Kalen, this was a game that the whole country was watching. Probably a lot more than maybe your first few games. What would you hope people took away about your team from this game?
Yeah, I hope that they see you can see through the TV screen. I mean, just the excitement for each other, the love for each other, how hard we play. I mean, I think I know there was a question out there because I know we took it to heart. You know, of how tough we are, and I think we're pretty dang tough. I felt that. I felt that all along, you know, and there's physical toughness, mental toughness. I think we're a really tough football team, and we do it in different ways, but we're gonna grind with the best of them, you know. And we got one thing I know for sure is that we got a lot of heart, and you know, we got a lot of belief, and you know, you never know. Things might not always go your way, today could have gone the wrong way. I mean, I know we're going to leave it all on the football field. There is not a doubt in my mind.
All right.